Where the Bad Girls Go by LaMarche. There is a tarp in the backyard. It flaps in the early winter winds where one corner has come untied. It makes a flap, flap sound that keeps me awake at night. I hold the covers tight around me, wishing out the cold. When I dream, it is all reds and greens, and the knowledge of heat just out of reach. Outside my window there is a dirt yard surrounded by an old farm fence. After that there are trees, huge pine trees that block me from seeing past them. The sun never shines through them, and even when it gets hotter, I never see it. If I push my cheek against the glass, I can sometimes see the moon, but I don't always want to. It brings back some very old memories that I can't quite place. Inside, the walls are gray-blue. I have no closet, only 2 hooks on the wall beside the window. One holds a gingham dress, the other holds sweatpants and a shirt. The dress stays on the wall, crisp and clean, until he comes. He expects the dress. I am given 3 knocks and 60 seconds to change. The room has always felt thick. The hardwood floors don't creak like a normal house. The pipes make no noises at night. The water never drips out of the faucet in mid-afternoon. Long ago I banged fists against the walls, but they did not feel hollow. I feel that I am in an inescapable box, sealed tight against the world, except for my window. There is also the door. It is thick, there is no doubt about that, but there is a thin strip beneath it where it does not quite touch the floor. I spent days on my stomach staring through this small space. All I can see are the 2 doors across the carpeted hall. Every so often I hear muffled yells or loud sobbing. But I just imagine that they're new, that they don't know any better, that they still fear him. I do not fear him anymore. He arrives when it is time. He provides food when it is time. He hurts when it's time. It took me a long time to realize that time is not mine anymore. All the time belongs to him. Whenever my thoughts wander back to the days of clocks and watches, I simply remind myself that my time is past, and that it is all his now. I often sit on the bed when it rains, legs crossed and chin in my hand. I like to believe that the rain helps me to think, but I no longer think about the world beyond the trees, or even the world beyond the window. Good girls stay and good girls obey, is what he says. It is a quote, or so he says. I have no reason not to believe him. Often he says this quietly while brushing my hair. It is relaxing for him. He does not hurt me anymore. He simply asks for my head to be clear so that he may fill it with his own ideas. It certainly feels better that way, to let go. I hold the covers around me and shiver as it becomes lighter outside. The wind seems to be dying down. The cries in the night have been silenced. The tarp has been tied back down at all 4 corners. There are 3 knocks at the door. I rise to put on my dress. Good girls stay and good girls obey, but a bad girl is taken and buried away.